guys, this is my afternoon summary. Why? It's a rainy day. My hubby and I are going to go see the horses in a few minutes, and we're going to come home. We're going to have swordfish and for dinner after I break my fast at 6. I hope you join us in the fast for this breakthrough. It's 3 days. The first 3 days, May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You're allowed to have liquids, just no sugar. So you can have coffee, you can have tea, you can have water. Just try to stay away from sugar. You can take your Relive, just the basics, the Now, the Energize, the 24K, or the Energize Go. Does that make sense? And then after 6, feast. And then tomorrow, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's just a sacrifice, but the Relive will support you if you feel like you had low blood sugar episodes. Just take a few, like take an extra Relive shake during the day if you get really hungry. But it's going to be great, and it's going to bring this. I also heard another prophetic word today, and I got chills all over my body like the well transfers here. So anyways, that's what I have. And I also have new videos that explain the exchange rate from the Iraqi Dinar to the USD and the USD to the Iraqi Dinar. I explained it this morning on my live stream. If you want to watch that, I went into details in how you can break, you can shift your identity so this comes in, okay? I did through that this morning. I also went on my, if you want to see a fun video of that, I did the same thing last night on my margaritas and manifestations. So take a look at both those videos. I don't know if I get a chance to post the links. Just go to my channel page and look them up. Look under my live. They're both there. So this is the news today. It was hot, and I wanted to bring it to you. Listen to this. Turkey, Iraq, UAE, Qatar to hold quadruple ministerial meetings on the Development Road Project. Now, you may know or may not know the Development Road Project is something that China's been planning for years. They've been investing in all those areas there to have a new road, the Belt and Road Initiative. So this just came out today. And their day is about over. It's 1 o'clock here on the East Coast. So it says, Turkey, Iraq, and the United Arab Emirates and Qatar plan to hold a quadruple ministerial summit on the Development Road Project, which will link Iraq to Europe via Turkish territory, with Abu Dhabi and Doha as participating, Turkish media reported on Wednesday. In recent statements, Turkish Transport and Infrastructure Minister said that the upcoming quadruple summit between the aforementioned countries will be held within the next 2 months. On the Memorandum of Understanding recently signed in Baghdad between the four countries, they just signed a Memorandum of Understanding. On the same project, the Turkish minister said that it was a bilateral agreement, but through Turkish and Iraqi efforts, it also included the UAE and Qatar. On the steps to implement the project, they said that they will open offices in Iraq and Turkey as part of the project in the coming months, noting that with the operation of the development road, trade volume will increase from $20 billion to $30 to $40 billion. They used dollars. Okay. A few days ago, Turkey, Iraq, Qatar, and the UAE signed a quadruple memorandum of understanding in Baghdad for cooperation on the Development Road Project in the presence of the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani. The Development Road Project is a 1,200 kilometer, 745 mile road and rail project that aims to link Iraq's southern port of Fa, which we've always talked about, with Turkey's Mediterranean port of Mersin. That's why this is so strategic, the things going on with Turkey, and why it was always in the news. The last three summaries, if you ever want to catch up on the summaries, just watch my 8 to 10 minute videos that I post every single day. And I go live every morning and answer your questions if you're in the chat. The project is estimated to cost $17 billion and expected to be completed in 3 phases over the next 20 years. So guys, yeah, they're going to be doing it. But listen, they signed a memorandum of understanding. Do you remember when they were in the U.S.? Do you remember how all they did was sign memorandums of understandings? This morning on my live stream, and I'm going to do it here for you so you understand the value I bring that's different than anybody else. The memorandum of understandings, here we go. The definition of it is, what is a memorandum of understanding? According to Google, a memorandum of understanding, or MOU, is a non-binding agreement that states each party's intentions to take action, conduct a business transaction, or form a new partnership. It's a non-binding agreement, okay? Why are they signing these non-binding agreements, you might ask? Because they're waiting on the new exchange rate. If you agree with me, comment down below. Of course, that's in my humble opinion, okay? What do I bring to the table that's different than all the gurus is that I used to audit with Pricewaterhouse. I audited banks, and I help you get from the pre-RV process to the post-RV strategy through the exchange day and staying safe the entire way. So if you'd like that, there's an email down below. You can email me. I'll reply with all the details, and then you can decide. God has given me a prophetic gift. He said this is already done. So what I've been doing is just preparing everybody so that it is done when it is done. Okay, so that's that. That's the biggest news out of Iraq today, other than obviously the change in the exchange rate. So now we're going to go to what all the other people here are saying as of this time right now. Obviously, I think, let's see, it's Wednesday. So Tony's call, the updates of that are not in here. There may be updates from Bruce. I don't know. But I'm going to give you the rest of the summary. Why? So you can get a full picture. I'm the only one who gives you the full picture of what everybody's saying. A lot of people give me a lot of crap about it, but you want to hear all sides of it, right? And I already addressed why they're going to delete the zeros from the exchange rate, which is completely opposite from one of the popular people. I'm not going to mention anybody by name, but Walking Stick and Frank 26. This was updated today. Alack, the CBI governor, is on the television. He's talking about the banks and the financial inclusion. They are saying to us that there are changes coming. Iraq has just given us identity program. This will be launched next Thursday on the 6th. They called them unified national cards. Believe me, those are going to be like digital IDs. Okay? That they're calling them a different name. Why? Because they're probably polling their people, probably figuring out what would be acceptable to the majority of people. Why? Because they're leaders, ruler of people. Same thing is being done here. They tell you what you want to hear. Meanwhile, they get their overall purposes done. You just need to be aware of this, right? So it's going to be launched the 6th. They called them the Unified National, because they want to unify the country. National cards. Doesn't that sound so good? Makes you feel all nice and cozy. I don't care as long as they change the rate. Amen? Do you agree? Amen. Those are nothing more than identification cards, but you're going to be needing them when you go into the bank to get your new currency. Why? They're going to force everybody into the banks. Bring in your old currency and let's give you digital money. That's how it works. Welcome to the future. Please subscribe and tap the bell if you want more information about that, because I have the whole picture. Mountain Goat, what will May bring us, investors? I have to tell you that April's news was amazing, and I don't know how the news can top last month, except maybe give us what we were looking for. Am I saying this is going to RV in May? Of course not. No one knows the date of this event. Well said. Does it seem that we are very close? Yes, it seems this is just around the bend, and the finish line is in our sight. There's a huge glimmer of hope. We should see the RV soon. Guys, take your triggers and turn them into glimmers. Focus on this when the news about what's going on here in the good old US of A, that's very old, not as old as other countries, and we're struggling, growing pains, whatever. Mark Z, anything new about the rate of the Vietnam dong? Mark Z, I'm hearing the dong rate could be in the $3 range. That's a new glimmer for you to focus on if you hold the Vietnamese dong. Anybody hold the dong? Just put that down below. I hope this is accurate. When I first got into this, I was hoping for 31 to 36 cents. Then I was consistently told it could be in the low 2 range. I did 2 to 225. Now it's 3 plus, which would be spot on for reinstatement. Now I'm hearing it could be as high as 360 or so. This is what is showing on bank screens. I do not know if it's a placeholder rate, but it is showing up a lot. That's great, Mark. Thank you so much. Frank 26, this was yesterday. Will the agreement signed with the U.S. Treasury reflect positively on the exchange rate? Yeah, because they want at least 1-to-1, but they never changed it. They kept it at 13.20. I think they're going to come out at maybe 1-to-130 or 1-to-150 and then float. The only reason they asked this question is because they know the answer to the question. Guys, Sudanese government is keeping a secret, okay? We just all have to wait. Guys, there's nobody that knows anything else. There's nothing else that needs to be done except the rate released. If you agree, comment down below. If you like what I do, comment down below. If you want to see this, which is how you can believe how if you're holding the Iraqi dinar, you're about to make a quantum leap where you rule and reign, because you're going to have plenty of money, except it's not going to be a bag in your hands. It's going to be digital dollars. If you want to know more about that, you'll subscribe and tap the bell. I'm the only one going through stuff like this to help you understand the exchange rate, and going through stuff like this to help you understand how the LOP is really going to function. If you want visual, if you're visual, you'll probably want to subscribe and tap the bell. If you're Christian, you're going to want to subscribe and tap the bell because we're fasting and praying this in. Amen. That's what I offer. That's what makes me different. May God bless you. May the peace and prosperity of God always be in your house. May you live under this open heaven that God told me you'd be under if you subscribe and tap the bell. If you need a little more favor in your life, you're under a funnel of favor. I look forward to seeing you on a live chat sometime. God bless. Have a great night. Bye.